The WAMA belt. Do you like the idea of a sanctioning body? Everybody going.
Well,
towards
generally,
that belt?
general rule of thumb, I'm completely against sanctioning bodies for the most part. But you can't crap on something before it's had a chance to mature. And I've talked to the people at WAMA, very personable. I like what they have to say, and I want to see how this works out. You know, I'm not going to be one of those people to just shit on something right off the bat. No, I really want to see how this goes together. I want to see how people are going to try and cooperate with WAMA to make best use of the belt. I like the fact that they're going to someone like Tiffany to do the belt, which is, again, going to sources outside of the fight industry. Bringing in someone like Tiffany, who has such an incredibly respected name worldwide,
yes,
to do something that perhaps the casual Tiffany customer might even consider mundane or a little barbaric, a fight belt. But that's great. That's awesome. Although you'll George, you're gonna agree with me on this one, and or you can relate. All I can think of when I think of the WAMA belt and Tiffany's is the $1 million belt.
The
All I can think of is that thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's
maybe
got
the winner gets
prize.
Virgil to walk with him.
That's what keeps flashing into my head. And I'm almost entirely sure that's not what it's going to look like. But we were told by the head of WAMA that they're actually going to present it in a big blue box, just like from Tiffany. So I told him that was really major. What a cool thing, and that he deserves a lot of props for that.
Couple final things. Quentin Rampage Jackson, do you have an opinion on that? Are the pressures getting to some of these guys because the sport's
I don't know
getting
exactly
mainstream?
what happened with Quentin. I talked to him the day before, and what we talked about, and all I can say is that I fully support him. I know that whatever legalities, whatever guilty or innocent, whatever the case may be, Quentin's a man. He'll stand up for whatever has to be done, whether that means he's punished for it or not. And I know that he if he needs help, that people like myself will be there to help him out, because none of us are perfect. We all make big mistakes, but when you're living the sort of lives that we live sometimes, not only are your mistakes made a lot bigger because of the spotlight, but also sometimes the things that you deal with are magnified as well. And we just need to sit back and see how it plays out, and whatever the case is, it'll work itself out in the end. That much I'm sure of. And the prime and only important thing of all this is just for me to make sure that my friend is doing well. And I wore my Rampage shirt at the press conference yesterday. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I was, that was my support for him, because
cool, very cool.
He was supposed to be here at the fights. Even he was going to be here to support me on this, and much more important that he gets taken care of than anything he could do for me right now. But I want him to do well. I want him to get healthy, or get to whatever he needs to be the best he can be for himself, and get him back in the gym, and we'll get going back to the things where they used to be.
Saturday night, about 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. What are the fans going to see on pay-per-view? Are you going to be holding up Hizzo's right arm because you yanked it off? Or is he doing the kiss of death straight in? What is it going to be? KO, submission?
Well, I'm gonna hit him and rock him, and he's gonna go into a cover. His head's gonna come down. I'll latch him up, pick him up, give him a last ride, sit out, drop him on his head, and then I'll roll him through into one of those like Rings of Saturn from Perry Saturn.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be a screaming.
We should do a visual and have him do it on Goes.
Unfortunately, we're all out of time.
John, do you have a last question for Josh?
Just a pleasure to see you here in the United States. I think it's going to be a real treat for people that haven't had a chance to see you up close, and just looking forward to the card in general.
Do you want to thank any sponsors before we let you go?
Absolutely. LethalPerformance.com. They keep my rides going fast and faster than the people that I come up against on the street.
Room the Koreans, are they revving you off?
No, because I ride around. If it's not my SRT8 Chrysler, it's my 04 Mustang Cobra. It's chipped and pulleyed, and it's running like 430, 440 at the wheels, supercharged. So people usually don't get on me about that. But it's fun to go take your buddies for a ride and watch them scream like women. Because I take the women for a ride, and they don't scream at all, so that just makes the guys look bad.
I have to remember that. If I ever get in, don't scream.
Room 101 Silver is a great friend of mine, Matt Booth. He keeps me blinged out whenever that time arises, but he's a great sculptor, and he makes some really unique, kick-ass pieces, and I'm really proud to be wearing his stuff. Affliction Clothing for helping me get out a little bit of my designer influence and to work with them and help put this fight card together. Rockstar Energy Drink will be sponsoring me for this, and if people didn't think I was hyper or excited before, and just start drinking a few of those bad boys, and all will be good. And I'm going to have a after party at Ember, just down the road here in Anaheim.
That's a new club. Do you happen to know the cross streets or anything?
I do not.
Because I had heard of this Ember before.
I know it's on my MySpace page, and
Okay.
it'll be on several MySpace pages by now at least. And also it will, I believe they have a website as well. And Eric Kubici is going to be doing the
Spinning,
DJing,
okay, cool.
and John Huntington is throwing it with.
Oh, he can
Clint
throw
Dole.
them, dude. That's the
So we'll have
Pimp
the
and Hoe party guy.
Yeah, Pimp and Hoe and Club Rubber and the Hitman.
Will there be hoes, or do I have to bring one?
No, there should be plenty apparently. From
Cool.
what I hear, Hitman's bringing a
Pimpin'.
whole bevy of girls, and there'll be a whole lot of other beautiful women coming down there. Maybe Jamie Presley might come by. I have some American Gladiators that will pop in if that's your type. And speaking of girls, a new girl that's fighting and training with us at CSW, Roxy Richardson, is fighting at the Pachanga, I think, casino for...
Temecula.
Yeah, in Temecula. Exactly. On the same day, on the 19th, on a Muay Thai card down there.
And there's also a Japanese fighter. I believe she's undefeated. Everyone talks about Gina. Everybody talks about Tara La Rosa, but I believe she's part of your stable.
Right, Megumi Fuji. Yeah, she's
pretty badass.
16-0. She's never lost a fight. And
You said you put her up against anyone, right?
oh yeah, she's pound for pound the best female fighter in the world. I know she's better than Tara. She's better than Gina, although two different weight classes. She's the real deal, and that's just it. But she's not the only badass I got. Shannon Hooper is also training right now, looking to put her in the ring again sometime soon. Shayna Baszler's fighting July 26th on CBS.
Are you going up?
I will be up there, and that is going to be an incredible debut for her in front of the network TV people.
Yes.
To watch her work her magic and leave another foe scattered and bloody all over that ring. Janelle Marquez, who was in the finals of a Smack Girl openweight tournament over there in Japan, she's doing great stuff, and we look for her to fight sometime soon as well.
Great. All right. Well, thank you, Josh. We really appreciate you coming by Tag Radio, and hopefully we can have you on again.